Hey folks, how's it going? We're in my kitchen again, and tonight we're making, well, I've already started because if I'm being honest, I wasn't feeling too great earlier on about making a video. I was feeling a wee bit nervous. Even though I'm quite drunk now, I was still feeling a bit stressed out about making it. It's just one of those things, my confidence is still not quite there. I am getting close to making a video sober, and with the help of certain people, i.e. family members, you know who you are, I am getting there. I'm very, very, very close to making a video sober. And part of the reason I want to make a video sober is because I made that bolognese. If you'd watched the video last night, I showed you I had 3 portions of bolognese in my fridge. And that's now in my freezer. And I ended up having one of those portions again. Sorry, it wasn't last night, it was a couple of nights ago. I ended up having one of those portions for my supper tonight. And I literally took it out of the freezer, a minute and a half to defrost it, a minute and a half to heat it up, a minute and a half to cook it. Now, that's the time it takes to boil your spaghetti. In fact, your spaghetti takes a wee bit longer, maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Pardon me. And that's why I like making meals like that. I've also got portions of mince in my freezer, which I am gonna which I am gonna show you how to cook. How to cook, sorry, how I cook my versions of mince and totties and things like that. But for tonight, I'm just finishing off that bagels that I had last night. Now, I'm doing something a bit different. I've already had my supper tonight, which, as I said, was a late supper. It was a bolognese. I just wasn't in the mood for something earlier on. So earlier on, when I say earlier on, about 10 minutes ago, I cut a couple of bagels in half. I grated some cheese and I put them over the top. Yeah, put the cheese over the top. Now I'm going to put them into a baking tray and stick them into the oven when my Alexa goes. Shouldn't hear my ass again. When my Alexa goes, and the reason for that is because I've already got bacon in my oven that's going for 10 minutes. No, sorry, 20 minutes. Now, multiple different ways you can do your bacon. I'll show you the bacon I'm using. It's just a standard pack of unsmoked bacon. That's all it is, 8 slices. But the reason I like doing it in the oven, and a lot of people, especially Mr. Ramsay, will not agree with me here because it does come out dry. But the reason I do it in the oven is because I'm not a fan of the fat. I can't eat the fat when it's chewy and gristly. For me, it just makes me culk, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So when I do it in the oven, it makes the bacon a wee bit, it makes the fat a wee bit crispy, and it actually is really tasty, and I can pretty much eat my steak when it's done like that. Although I don't like the fat on a steak either, I'll always cut that off. But, aye. No, I've rambled some shit. I'm waiting for the cooker. I need to think about something else. My sister sent me a video tonight. My baby sister, my biggest fan. Oh, speaking about my biggest fan, have to honour her again. It's a wonder I've not been wearing this the last couple of nights, but I should be, aye, because she bought it for me to wear, or she got it for me to wear during my videos, and I haven't been wearing it. I've noticed that because I've been watching my videos. Like I say, I always might watch my videos the day after to see if they're okay. But yeah, I got a video from my sister earlier on tonight. Her version of what I'd been doing. She cooked mince and tatties, and I did advise her to upload this video because it is absolutely brilliant. She was funny as hell. And I'm going to take a leaf out of her book and I'm going to start speaking about myself. Here we go, sis. Now myself, I'm 51 years old this year. I know, I look fucking good, don't I? I'm 51 years old. I have 3 siblings. I've got 2 sisters, one a year and a half years younger, one 15 years younger, and a brother 5 years younger. Now, my year and a half sister younger, she's brilliant. She's part of the elite. She definitely is part of the elite that that knows that, and she definitely is better than everybody. Not. Excuse me, sis. You know I don't mean it. I love you. My brother, I'm not going to say too much about my brother apart from when he's 5 years younger than me, but whenever I need advice and confidence, strangely, he's the one I go to. You remember an earlier video where I started wearing my hat? It wasn't just my neighbour, it was a conversation with my brother that made me wear that hat that evening. In that conversation, I told him I felt like I didn't have the luck, the confidence. But as he says to me, and I hope this does help a few people out there, or even just one person out there, it's not confidence you're looking for, it's validation. And why the fuck would you be looking for validation? Who do you need to be validated by? And for me, it kind of struck a chord with me. It was like, well, I don't need to be validated by anybody. I don't care what the fuck anybody thinks. So why would I care about wearing my hat? That hat keeps my glasses it keeps the rain off my glasses way better than a flat cap does. It keeps my head way hotter than any other flat cap does. A woolly hat covers my ears, but when it gets cold enough I can just wear my face mask. Cover my ears. And at the same time train my beard to grow into my chin, or down the way. But you know what I mean. You aren't looking for confidence. It's validation people are looking for. And I really must admit, when my brother said that to me, it just changed my mind completely about certain things. I must admit, I still do have anxiety issues and panic attacks. For instance, I was supposed to have the dentist yesterday morning, but unfortunately I couldn't go because I was up all night thinking about it. And when I say up all night, I mean I went to my bed at 1:30 per usual. In fact, yeah, I know, per usual. And I was still lying there at 5:30 looking at the clock. Yeah, that's just typical of an evening with me if I don't drink. That's why I drink, to get to sleep. But the benefits of drinking to get to sleep is I get to make these videos and show you people how cheap things can be. Now, hopefully tonight you've noticed that I'm not so funny, and like I said earlier on, I'm not so funny tonight. I know I'm not as funny tonight because I don't feel so confident tonight. I really don't. And that's why I'm yabbling on a heap of shit. But that's my cooker just gone. And that up again. See, rubbish. Speaking rubbish. Why did I need to tell you that? I didn't need to tell you that. And the laugh of it is the video that my sister sent me, it was perfectly edited. I'm giving you these videos raw, unedited footage. My sister's video must have been about an hour to an hour and a half long, but it was perfectly edited to fit into the space of 10 minutes. I suppose I could do that with an iPhone as well. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an iPhone she's got, actually. But I'm pretty sure I could do that as well. It's just that I don't want to. I want to show you raw, unedited footage. Whether that means I'm up high, giving you a laugh, or down low, you need to see how people are, or can be. I did, in one of my last videos I was telling you stories about myself, and there was a story that I did think of. I was one night, I was out with my friends in my car, and we were driving, as you do when you first pass a driving test. You go driving around places that might sound creepy or things like that, abandoned, things like that. So this place wasn't abandoned. It was actually called Blair's Monastery, and it's one of the places out South Deeside Road. If you know Aberdeen, you'll know South Deeside Road. And it's one of the places that you go out there, monks go out there to do their training. There was one night that we decided to have a drive out there, and there was me and 4 of my friends in the car. I wasn't driving, let's be clear, I wasn't driving. We decided to drive out to this place, and we decided to have a drive round the back because we noticed a road there. And we eventually got round to the back. Now, I'm pretty sure if any of my friends ever see these videos, they will confirm this to be the truth. Now, when we got round to the back of this Blair's monastery, there was like barnyard type things. There was a few different animals, but there was a dog that came running up to the car. Now, I'm pretty sure my friends know what I'm going to say. This dog had a human face. My hand to Christ, my hand to God, this dog came running up. I think it was a pug or something like that, but this dog had a human face. And in that instant, 5 of us said, let's get the fuck out of here. This is way too creepy, way too weird. I don't want to be involved with anything like that. And we've never been back since. It's just one of the weird things that my friends and I used to do. Another one of the things that we used to do was we used to drive, as I said, we'd go and drive and have a drive around places, and sometimes we would just sit there for the laugh of it. I mean, there was one night we went up to, my friend took one of these portable tellies into the car with him. Oh, back in the day, this was amazing, a portable telly in your car. And I'm speaking 25 years ago, if not, no, I'm speaking 30 years ago actually. But, my friend took this, and we used to go up to another place and sit and watch this telly. And it was a place beside Downey's Farm. And it was a little bridge just past Downey's Farm. And if you went across this bridge, there was a little, like a farm lane taking you down to like where a barnyard sat, with a gate entrance, and that's where we used to park the car and just watch the trains flying past. And this one night we were sitting there. Now I had no, I'm not going to tell you that bit. It was one night we were sitting there and we're sitting watching the telly, and I'm pretty sure it was EastEnders or something like that. That's how sad we were back in the 30 years ago. We were all sitting watching EastEnders. And I'm pretty sure it was EastEnders, and all of a sudden we hear this thud for the back of the car. Now it was pitch black outside. Alexa, stop.
20-minute timer stopped on living room door.
That's bacon ready. Excuse me. I'll just switch that off. We hear this thud for the back of the car. Well, a hell lot of us shot ourselves, and we looked round to the back window, and all we could see was a great big pair of fucking eyeballs staring down at us. Well, the five of us, or might have been four, I'm not 100% sure, shot ourselves. I started up the car. I was driving this night. I started up the car, put the car into forward and drove forward around 10 feet before I thought to myself, no, wait a minute, I want to see what this is. So cleverly, I put the car into reverse using the white lights from the reverse and took a look around. Here was this horse that had been trying to eat my fucking CB aerial. That's all it was, just a horse trying to eat my CB aerial. But what a fucking scare we got that evening. But it was also a brilliant laugh. Excuse me, people. Right now. Like I said, cooking and baking like that does dry it out a bit, but it also makes the fat way, way better. And hot. Right. Here we go now. Hope you can see that. Put it in the oven for another couple of minutes, let that cheese melt. Literally 2 minutes, let that cheese melt. And then I've got myself some cheese and bagels and tomato sandwiches. Alexa, 2 minutes please. In the meantime,
2 minutes, starting now.
In the meantime, we take this paper off and oh my god, take a look. We have a nice clean baking tray, but I will wash it because I'm not that fucking disgusting. And if I haven't mentioned this before, I'm going to mention it again. I've got a bad habit, not a bad habit, I've got a good habit of coming through and doing my dishes before I go to my bed. Not only do I do my dishes, I do it so that I can check and make sure that everything is switched off, because I am a bugger for cooking when I'm drunk or drinking. And there's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and seeing a heap of dishes sitting there. When it's effortless to cook, it's effortless to do fucking dishes. Pardon me. Sorry, I'm not drinking my usual cider tonight. I'm drinking a different kind, and I've got a funny feeling that's what's giving me the hiccups and a bit of gas. Air tonight. Yeah, come on, stop it. No, it's the hiccups I've got tonight. Yeah. Oh, need a plate. That as well. No, I have switched the oven off. I'm just using the heat it's in the oven to to heat up the cheese and bacon on the bagel. I think leaving the oven on, it's just wasting bloody electric now, because there's that much heat in the oven, it's going to melt the cheese, and that's all I really need it to do, is melt the cheese and let the bacon sink into it a wee bit. Stop. Well, sorry guys. Yeah, probably could have been done with a couple more minutes, but I'm very hungry. No, I'm gonna leave it another. And my bad, maybe I should have left the oven on. Echo, 4 minutes. Alexa, 4 minutes. Alexa, 4 minute timer.
4 minutes, starting now.
I mean, you do need to be kind to AI, but you can't be an ignorant bitch from time to time. 4 times I had to say, Alexa there. Fucking ignorant cow. But on a more serious note, no, definitely didn't leave that cheese long enough, and maybe I should have left it off and on. Or maybe I just let too much heat escape when I took the bacon out. But I put the bacon in bagels back in with the cheese on top, and now I'm going to let it cool down for a minute or two. And I've just remembered something else. I did end up having a couple of bagels with bruschetta last night, and I've got a minuscule amount of bruschetta left. So cheese, bacon, bruschetta is going to be one sandwich, and the other sandwich is going to be cheese and bacon. I do have some chopped red onion in the fridge. I might use that because the other night I tried bacon and onion and it was lovely. It was better than I expected. Oh, now all that's in there is juices and very little tomato. Oh, it doesn't seem too bad, to be honest. The juices might be very, very nice. You don't waste juices and flavours and things like that. I mean, like that, that's vinegar and garlic and red onion. The juices, with it, especially with being vinegar, is going to last a few more days, so you might have a use for it. Me, if I was making a bolognese, I'd be putting that in. I might even actually put that into a mince mixture, to be honest. Oh, the juices. Unfortunately, it's not the type of thing you can give to the dogs because there's garlic in it, and you can't give the dogs garlic. That's a good thought, actually. What am I doing for my tea tomorrow night? In Scotland, supper. Something tells me I might be having with my supper with a neighbour tomorrow night. Can't show you what I've got for supper tomorrow night because it's quite expensive. No, I have a rump steak for supper tomorrow night, but I've already showed you how to cook a steak. Roast tatties, I could show you how to do roast tatties and things like that. Although my sister the video that my sister showed me earlier on, I liked her version of roast tatties. I just didn't like the way she cooked them. I did like what she did to them, how she flavoured them before she cooked them, and she did cook them the proper way in the oven. It's just that me personally, when I do roast tatties, I do them in the deep fat fryer. Just my way of doing things. What can I say? I like lard, I like heart and arteries. We're Scottish, we're hardy. We need heart and arteries. Right, let's take a look at this bagels now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, are ready. And let the heat up before. Oh, come on, please don't. Oh, that's the game. For a second there, I thought I'd overdone them. But no, take a look. Looking absolutely lovely. Now, get these on a plate. With a little touch of bruschetta in each one. And when I say a little touch, I mean a slight hint on each sandwich. Because you don't want to overpower the flavour of the bacon and cheese. And that's why I'm not using the juices. I could use some juice and pour it over these sandwiches, but no, I don't want to do that because it will overpower it. You want to taste the cheese and bacon. But I am going to stick this. Oh shit, hopefully you can see it. It's ever so little amount. I am going to put that back in the fridge. I will put the lid back on it actually. And put that one over there. Put that one over there. Now, there we have 2 bagel and bruschetta sandwiches. Let's have a try, because this is the thing I'm bad for, is not trying before I end the video. Well, first thing you taste is the bruschetta, then you quickly taste the cheese and bacon together. And the bagel. I must admit, that is tasty. I'm sorry folks, I'm going to have to go and stop this video and go and enjoy this, because it is quite tasty. If you try it, let me know your opinion. And remember people, stay safe.